You know, I was watching this aerial footage of a huge coral reef system the other day, and what really hit me wasn't just how beautiful it is now, but that its whole architecture was built on a foundation laid down millions of years ago. It turns out the blueprint for almost all modern life, the world's entire operating system, was really finalized during one single transformative period. So today, we're doing a deep dive into the Miocene epoch. That's what, from about 23 to 5 million years ago? We're going to explore how these immense tectonic forces, huge climate shifts, and the explosive rise of two brand new ecosystems basically finished the framework for the world we know.
It's the perfect way to put it. The Miocene really did set the physical stage for today. I mean, you have the continents moving into roughly their modern positions, but the real engine of change was mountain building.
Right.
We see the massive, and I mean massive, uplift of the Himalayas and the Tibetan plateau. And that wasn't just geography. That process basically created a continental-scale heat engine that completely shifted atmospheric circulation.
So the mountains literally changed the weather.
Yeah. They intensified the Asian monsoon system, which is, crucial. And that altered climate patterns globally.
That's just staggering to think about, that much rock moving. So what other puzzle pieces were snapping into place?
So the biggest one was probably the Africa-Arabian plate finally connecting, suturing to Eurasia.
A land bridge.
A huge one. And it allowed for these massive faunal exchanges. I mean, species could now just walk across continents that had been separated for ages. But while the land was connecting, the oceans were they were reorganizing in a huge way.
And that sounds like the moment the world refrigerator got plugged in.
That's a great analogy. Exactly. Antarctica became fully isolated by the ocean, which let the Antarctic circumpolar current get started.
Wow, okay.
And that current sealed Antarctica off from any warm tropical water, promoting massive ice cap growth and really intensifying the temperature difference between the poles and the equator.
But wait, I thought I read that if the planet was on this big cooling trend, there was also a huge warming spike. The mid-Miocene climatic optimum was warmer than today.
That's what makes it so fascinating. The MMCO, around 15 to 17 million years ago, it was a temporary pause, a fluctuation probably linked to the carbon cycle, an amazing ancient climate experiment. But it was followed by the Middle Miocene climate transition, which slammed the door shut and locked in that long-term trend toward the icehouse conditions we have today.
So let's talk about what all this cooling and drying did to life on Earth. It's kind of amazing that by the end of the Miocene, something like 95% of the seed plant families we see today were already here.
Yeah. The plant taxonomy was surprisingly stable. But that stability is a sharp contrast to what was happening with animals and their habitats. The cooling and aridity, it drove the rapid global expansion of grasslands, savannas, steppes.
A whole new world.
A whole new world. And this new ecosystem launched a sort of second wave of adaptation for mammals. You see horses, for example, evolving into these specialized high-crowned grazers built to eat abrasive grass all day.
And the predators that hunt them.
Oh, absolutely. The diversification of fast-running predators like the first long-legged dogs built for open plains, cursorial canids, and the first true cats.
And that same explosion of efficiency on land was happening in the oceans too, right? With another brand new ecosystem, the kelp forests.
Yes. The expansion of kelp forests along these cold, nutrient-rich coasts was a total game changer for marine productivity. Just incredible biomass.
Which in turn fueled.
It fueled the diversification of most of the marine mammals we see today. The modern lineages of whales and pinniped seals, sea lions, all of them. It's just remarkable how fast evolution adapted to exploit these new opportunities.
Speaking of finding effective and fast solutions, this deep dive is sponsored by Embersilk. If you're looking for efficiency in your modern systems, maybe you need help with AI training, automation, or even just software development, Embersilk helps clients figure out exactly where AI agents could make the most impact. You can check them out at embersilk.com for all your AI needs. So bringing this all back, what does this incredible planetary restructuring mean for us, for human origins?
Well, it's a direct link. The uplift in East Africa caused that drying trend, which led to the tropical rainforest shrinking and those savanna habitats expanding.
The habitat mosaic.
Precisely.
Yeah.
That mosaic is exactly what set the ecological stage for the critical split between the ancestors of humans and the ancestors of chimpanzees in the late Miocene.
Wow, so our story really starts there.
In many ways, yes. The Miocene really did complete the transition to the modern biosphere. So, studying this epoch gives us a kind of historic roadmap. It's an invaluable tool for understanding how Earth systems work, how life adapts. It helps us Well, it helps us constrain our knowledge so we can build intelligently toward a resilient future.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.